Hey everybody, I'm Justin with AmericanMuscle.com, and today we are taking a closer look at and installing the sequential LED taillights available for your 99-04 Mustang at home. Now you guys should be checking out these tails for your new Edge if you want one of the wildest looking options out there that is also going to pack some modern features such as the very bright LEDs along with that sequential turn signal functionality. Now, as far as your features are concerned, well, where do I even start, right? Now, first up, as the name implies, these lights are going to replace your dated and dull factory incandescent bulbs with a modern and bright set of LEDs. Now, on top of being just much brighter overall and increasing your rear end visibility in the process, those LEDs will also sequence much like the modern Mustangs and will certainly add a more custom look to the rear end of your new Edge. Now, what's even cooler about that sequential pattern is that you're getting that not only out of the S550 inspired tri-bars up top, but also immediately below thanks to this row of LEDs. Now, also present on that row will be your reverse lights, which have been converted to LED as well, and those are going to be housed in your innermost portion here. Finally, guys, I don't know if appearance can be considered a feature, but again, listen, if you want possibly one of the biggest departures from the stock taillights in just about every way, I don't know if you're going to find a more aftermarket or modified looking taillight in the category for your new Edge currently here on the site. Now, your construction is going to boast a combination of the black housing here. ABS plastic is what you're looking at, along with the clear polycarbonate lens on top, sealed up nice and tight to prevent any moisture or condensation from getting behind those lenses. Now, that black housing certainly helps lend itself to a more aggressive look overall, but without cutting down on your light output. And because of this, the LED tails will get that DOT and SAE stamp of approval. That just makes these guys legal for use in all 50 states. Finally, because they are built to the same specifications as your factory taillights, they are going to install easily and without any modifications, even to the wiring itself. You're looking at a 100% plug and play job. Now, because these are packed with a bunch of modern features like those LEDs and the sequential functionality, expect that to nudge the price up a little bit higher than maybe your standard OE styled options you might see here on the site. In fact, at right around that low $300 price point, these are going to be on the higher end of the spectrum, falling just below Raxium's Icon taillight, which I would say are probably the cream of the crop when we're talking about the new Edge aftermarket taillight category. But moving into the installation, and you'll be happy to know that despite the modern LEDs, the sequential functionality, all that good stuff, this is going to be a very easy plug and play swap. And because of that, site's going to call this pretty soft 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, an hour at absolute most from start to finish. But now what do you say we head out to the shop, talk about our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
For this install, you will need a ratchet, 11mm socket, and a panel removal tool. What's up, guys? Today we're going to be installing some taillights on our Mustang, but before we get started, we're going to send you to watch a short video on how to uninstall your factory setup, and we'll see you when you get back.
First up here, pop your trunk, grab a panel removal tool, and we're going to remove this plastic trim by the trunk latch. Now, you can get around this by just pulling back the liner on the left and right side, but you may end up cracking it. Now, to avoid that, you want to remove this and then the liner in one piece. So we're going to grab our panel tool, and we're going to pry up and remove these push pin clips. These are pretty much Christmas tree clips. And by pulling them back, you can see they come straight out. Get all 4 of them off. All right, from there, this panel comes off. Now what we want to do is on the top left and top right of this entire trunk liner piece, we want to remove those clips as well. So you can see we have one here and then the same on the other side. Pops right off. All right. It might be easier for you if you're having trouble, you can unthread it. Sometimes they're threaded in and you can pull back. All right, from here, this piece comes off in one piece, and what I like to do is just push it forward. You don't have to do too much with it. Push it a little bit forward. Now there are 4 nuts we want to remove. One here, and then if we pull this down, you can see one at the top and one on the far side. Grab an 11mm socket and get these off. Really, once you break them loose, you can get them off by hand. You want to set these aside to be reinstalled later. All right, once you have all 4 of these off, you're gonna come back to your taillight harness here. What you're gonna do is pull back and disconnect. There's a little tab there that you just need to pull back on, and you pull and disconnect it. It's pretty simple. At this point, we can pull our taillight. All right, from here, what you'll do is pull straight back, and you can see this is still connected. What we wanna do is disconnect the harness completely. But as you can see, there's a rubber grommet going through the hole. From the inside, you can really just push and also pull back on that grommet, and it'll disconnect, just like that. All right, we can set our factory one aside.
All right guys, welcome back. Now that we've shown you how to remove your factory setup, it's time to go in with our new assembly. So first, we're gonna go ahead, grab our harness here. Now you'll notice this harness here has 2 connectors. Now this is going to be for an additional control box we're adding, as these taillights have a sequential function, and that controls the additional functions of the taillight. So we're gonna send this right back through our factory hole there. Then we're gonna get our grommet back into place just as our factory one was. And to do that, we're gonna kind of hook it around the corner there. Make sure that seats properly. And once we have that in position, next we're gonna set our taillight in place, right back into the factory mounting points with our 4 threaded studs there. So now we'll go ahead and reinstall all of our factory 11mm nuts onto our studs. And we have 2 back here as well. Kind of tough to see, but get all 4 of them on. And once we have all 4 of them started, we'll go ahead and grab our 11mm socket on our ratchet, tighten these down. Okay. Now that we've got that done, we'll go ahead and connect our new plug to our factory side harness connector. It goes in just as it came out. Make sure that clicks into place. Then we can go ahead and install our control box. So these have an adhesive backing on them. So we'll go ahead and take the cover off of that, just like so. Then we're going to stick it right back here on this flat surface, just so it's out of the way and it's protected by the liner. It's not going to be in the main area of your trunk, so you can't damage it. Then we'll go ahead and make this connection. Make sure that clips in. And we'll tuck our excess wiring back here. Make sure everything good. So now once you've got everything done for this side, you can go ahead and do the same thing for your other taillight, and then we'll get our trunk liner button back up. So we'll get our side liners back in position here, and you should have some hand threaded screw covers for these studs that go in there. Ours have been lost to time, unfortunately. This car's getting up there in age. It's been through a lot of installs, so we have lost a few bits here. Then we'll go ahead, get our rear liner covers back into place. Now again, same deal for this. You should have the hand screw cover for your threaded insert locator right there, as well as on the other side. Now would be the time you would put those back in. We'll get this side lined up as well. Same thing as the other side. No differences there. So once we have those back in place, we'll go ahead and put in our center panel here. Go ahead and get this line back up. And we'll reinstall our plastic push pins to all 4 of our openings here. You do have to kind of eyeball and line them back up a little bit. And that would complete your install. Alrighty guys, that about wraps up our review and install of our sequential LED taillights with matte black housings and clear lenses for your 99 to 04 Mustang, excluding the 99 to 01 Cobra. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.